Well, again, I am Lotus, and this part of my channel, or at least this series, will be pretty much everything about the new Aliens game. I hope to be one of the main contributors for content and new information and whatnot for this new Aliens game. With that, I will update it as much as possible. If some new information comes out, if you guys have something that I don't know and you want to let me know, I will definitely be on it. When the game comes out, I'm definitely going to get it day one and hopefully go from there. Because, you know, everyone has their thing out there. You know, you got your Destiny guys, you got your Call of Duty guys. Not so much Destiny guys. I don't even know if there is Destiny guys anymore. But anyways, you got your PUBG, your Fortnite. I think I'm going to jump on Aliens because Aliens is very dear to my heart. I've been playing Aliens games and pretty much have all of them, at least the more important ones, all the way to current. So before we actually, get into what I want to discuss about the new Aliens game, let's do a brief history on Aliens games. So, Aliens games. Where do we begin? Now, I have some really good fond memories of when I was really young. I don't know, I could go do the research about it, but I'm not going to do all that. I'll just explain what I remember. Now, Commodore 64. I know there was an Alien Atari game, I think, but I never played it. I've seen video and maybe pictures of it, but never played that game. I think it was like Pac-Man. I don't know if you played the one of the crew members of the Nostromo, or you were the alien and they were the ghosts or something like that. I don't know. I never played it, but I do remember the Aliens for Commodore 64 was actually a really cool game. Used to go to a friend's house because I didn't have that, and I really remember you had to like fly through these hoops in the dropship, and then when you landed, you had this one segment. It was kind of cool because it was a bunch of different games. You had a first person, you were flying the dropship and you had to land it, which was a pain in the butt. I'm telling you guys, it was not fun. And then you had another part where you had like you didn't have all your Marines. You had like 4 Marines in different screens. And what happens is that you would see their life signs, and you'd watch their life signs, and then their screens would flash, and you'd have to jump to them because they were being attacked by these stick monster, with long head aliens. I mean, it was aliens at the time. It was cool for me. There's a couple other things that you had to do. I think the alien queen could stomp you out or something like that. It was interesting. And then there was the scene where, I'm not even gonna go into it. It was a cool game. That was the first Aliens game I played. And then after that, I remember playing the arcade game with a somewhat like Ripley-like character and another little girl that was being chased and carried away by the aliens. It had a lot of different segments. I loved playing it. And in fact, the first time I played it was when I went and saw the Ninja Turtles movie for the first time. I think it was that time. On toward that, we had their consoles, like Sega Genesis and Nintendo and Game Boy, Super Nintendo, all that stuff. I played almost every Alien game for that. Technically, they're all Alien 3 games. Played all those with, I don't know what, I think Nintendo was the hardest one, but I beat it. Nintendo also had an amazing soundtrack. Such a good soundtrack. If you guys have time, go on YouTube and go listen to that soundtrack. So good. And then we had like I said, the other Alien 3 for Sega Genesis, which was it was alright. It was really easy. But Super Nintendo had the one with the best graphics though. Super Nintendo's Alien 3, really good game. Really good graphics. Check that one out too. Loved it. And then they had the AVP games. Super Nintendo's AVP game was really weird, but Capcom came out with an arcade AVP game, and that was awesome. You had 2 humans and 2 predators. Oh, a beat 'em up aliens game. You didn't think anyone would do it, but someone did it, and they jumped on it, and it was awesome. I love that game. Such a cool game. Now, I know that I've missed a couple of games that I didn't mention earlier. Some were on Xbox and PlayStation and whatnot. There was an Alien versus Predator game. Extinction was a RTS. There was also, for PlayStation, there was Alien Resurrection, which was actually, I felt, a decent game that just had bad controls. It had a lot of good ideas, and the aliens were they were pretty cool. They moved pretty well. Just some other honorable mentions. There was a ton of, I can't say a ton, but there were a lot of handheld like Game Boy Advance games, Aliens, Thanos, and stuff like that. And I could go go do a whole video of all those other games. But again, I'm just trying to give you guys up to speed. There's one game, there is one game that I have to mention that I really enjoyed, was Aliens Infestation for the DS. That was a great game. I really enjoyed how the graphics and the way the game played and whatnot. It was better than I expected it to be. It felt like one of those type of like Metroid, Castlevania type games, but just with aliens. And I thought that was cool. And they did a lot of stuff that I didn't expect to, like especially the jockey, or the space jockey that, before it was ruined by Alien Covenant and Prometheus. So if you get a chance to play that game, please play this game. I think that's, there was a couple other arcade games, and I mean a lot of shooter arcade games, but I'm really going to jump to what I remember the most is the PC games. What I enjoyed the most is the PC Aliens games. So let's talk about a few of those. Welcome to the Lotus Show, and you're watching LV4 You and Me. Basically, it's going to be pretty much everything regarding aliens, but technically, it's really going to be everything regarding the new game. I'm completely excited for this new game. It's going to be persistent online gameplay, so I'm guessing that it's going to be something similar to Destiny, but we'll see. But what I'm going to do is going to provide as much content and information as I can to all my viewers. So keep watch on my channel, subscribe, hit the notifications button, so every time there's a new aliens information or a new aliens update, you guys will be the first to know. And again, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. Thank you again.